Right, hello. We are getting towards the end of October. We have got a mild week ahead of us, but I thought I'd do a quick video on plants I'm not going to dig out, and they're going to take their chances. So, with gardening, everything's a bit of an experiment, and some plants are going to die, and some plants you think, well, if we get a mild winter, they might survive. And some plants you just think, whatever, can't be bothered. Anyway, so we got some of those kind of plants. We've got here a type of Schefflera. I'm not sure what type. This is one from B&M, sold as a house plant, but it has been out all summer. Put on a decent amount of growth, to be fair. It's done okay, but I know a lot of Scheffleras are a lot harder than you think, so this is one I'm going to take my chances with. I expect maybe to get some leaf damage or drop some leaves or die back, but I don't think that'll totally die unless we get a really harsh winter. It is planted underneath the big Phoenix canariensis, so that may be a little protection for it, but that is one I'm leaving in the ground to take its chances. Right next to it we've got a type of begonia. I don't think that's going to be hardy, but to be honest, I'm not that fussed about it. It's already took, I wouldn't say damage, but it's already starting to look a bit rough. And it doesn't flower, it's mainly for the foliage. And that's another one I think, well, if it dies, it dies, not too fussed. So what else? Coming over here, got several of these dwarf Cavendish. These are all just small offsets from a larger plant I've got, which I planted out. I've got these dotted about all over the place, and I ain't got the space all the time or the inclination to worry about them, so that is going to stay in the ground and die. That is not going to survive the winter, no matter how mild, so they're going to be left to die. I've still got an alocasia out, which is one of the hardier types, Alocasia sumo. That's even started to put off a small offset there. This I'm not going to dig out. I don't expect that to survive the winter, but what I'm going to do is cut the leaves off, and I'll probably just put a cloche with some mulch around the growing point, and if it comes back next year, that'll be a bonus, but I'm not expecting too much from that. So what else have we got that's going to take us chances? Again, we've got some more dwarf Cavendish. They're going to be left to die. I think other than that, we have got this fairly new variety of Cordyline Superstar. It's a bit of an unknown quantity when it comes to hardiness. It is supposed to be tender, but a lot of the fancy Cordylines are tender and seem to go through winter okay. So I have got one in a pot in my summer house, which I'm going to overwinter there. This one I think I'm going to just leave to the elements and see what happens. I have got one, I think we just went past it a minute ago, over here, which has done rather well this year. It's easily doubled in size. really done quite well, so I don't really want to lose that one. So I'm gonna maybe just get a perspex sheet and some stakes and just put that at the angle just to keep the worst of the wind and rain off, and fingers crossed that'll pull through, which is not a bad thing, because underneath here we've got a little hardy parlour palm, which they are hardy but they do take a bit of damage on the leaves in the cold and wet. But that is very slow grown, but so you don't really want to lose any foliage you got on it, so that'll be underneath the cover as well. So yeah, it's just a few plants there which we're going to experiment with and see what happens. So yeah, we won't find out till spring, but yeah, I'll do the experimenting so you don't have to. So if I lose the plants, it's on me, and that will give you an idea of how hardy some of these plants are. But you know, they can surprise you. I'll keep going back to the indivisor I've got here. So this is one that's supposed to be a bit half hardy, a bit temperamental, and the very poor winter we had, and it still came through okay. I mean, obviously some of the old fronds took a bit of damage, but let's continue growing. That's definitely doubled in size this year, I'd say. So yeah, never write a plant off. You just never know. But again, everyone's conditions, everyone's winters are different, even in the same country. Obviously the UK is quite a small country, but even from the north to the south is a huge difference. But yeah, I am on the east coast, and we tend to get mild but windy, wet winters. We rarely get below -3, -4, and it's certainly never seen a -6, so that is the hope for this year. We'll have a mild one. And I mean, obviously last year we had frost after frost for weeks on end, but the year before I think I counted the number of frosts on one hand, so you just never know what you're gonna get. But yeah, prepare for the worst, hope for the best, I guess. Thanks for watching.